In the fall of 2019, Sarah Chen vanished from a hiking trail in broad daylight. Her phone was found perfectly placed on a rock, battery full, the camera app open, showing a photo she never took. She was the 7th person to disappear this way, and each one left behind the exact same image. What you're looking at isn't just a photograph. It's a signature. Between 2016 and 2023, 43 people vanished from hiking trails across the Pacific Northwest. No bodies, no ransom notes, no logical explanation. But here's where it gets disturbing. Every single missing person's phone was recovered at the scene, unlocked, with their camera app open to the same unexplained photograph they didn't remember taking. The same angle, the same clearing, the same figure in the distance. Detective Marcus Reid spent 6 years investigating these disappearances. He was rational, methodical, a man who didn't believe in coincidences. At first, we thought it was a serial killer, he says in his final recorded interview. Someone staging the scenes. But the locations were hundreds of miles apart, and the disappearances happened simultaneously in some cases. His voice drops to a whisper. People vanishing at the exact same moment in different states. That should be impossible. The pattern revealed itself slowly, like something deliberately showing its hand. Every victim had been hiking alone. Every disappearance occurred between 3 o'clock and 4 p.m. And every single one happened on a Tuesday. But the photograph, that was the detail that made seasoned investigators request transfers off the case. Because when forensic analysts enhanced the photos, they found something that shouldn't exist. The metadata showed the images were taken from an impossible vantage point, 40 feet above the ground. No drone, no elevated platform, just empty air. Have you ever felt watched in the woods? That primal instinct that something's observing you, even though you see nothing? Hikers began reporting it months before the disappearances started. A presence on the trails. Not threatening, exactly. Just there. It's like being studied, one survivor wrote in an online forum. You turn around, and there's nothing, but you know something just moved out of your line of sight. She disappeared 3 weeks after posting that. Her phone was found at mile marker 7 on the Cascade Trail. Camera app open. The photograph waiting. Detective Reid became obsessed. His colleagues watched him deteriorate, sleeping in his office, walls covered in maps and red string connecting the disappearances. He stopped talking about evidence and started talking about patterns, about something learning. In his notes, found after his own disappearance, he'd written, "It's not taking them randomly. It's selecting them." Reid vanished on a Tuesday afternoon while investigating a trail in Olympic National Park. Alone. Between 3 o'clock and 4 p.m. His phone was discovered on a moss-covered log. Camera app open. But his photograph was different. In his image, the figure wasn't in the distance anymore. It was closer. Close enough to see that it had no face. Just a smooth, blank surface where features should be. And it was holding something. A phone. Taking a photograph of whoever was looking at the image. The case went cold after that. Too many investigators requesting reassignment. Too many nervous breakdowns. The trails remained open, though. People still hike them. But there's something you should know. Something the authorities never released to the public. When they analyzed all 43 photographs, they discovered the figure appeared progressively closer in each one, as if approaching with every disappearance. Sarah Chen's photo, the one from 2019, showed the figure roughly 300 yards away. Detective Reid's photo showed it at approximately 50 yards. 2 months ago, a hiker named David Park disappeared from a trail in the North Cascades. He was alone. It was a Tuesday, 3:27 p.m. His phone was recovered within hours. In his photograph, the figure stands at the edge of the clearing, maybe 20 feet from where the camera captured the image. You can see details now. The unnatural length of its limbs. The way it doesn't quite touch the ground. The way its head tilts at an angle that suggests curiosity. Or hunger. Park Ranger Jennifer Walsh found the phone. She's the one who called it in. In her report, she mentioned something strange, something she couldn't explain. When she picked up the phone, the screen was still warm. And for just a moment, less than a second, she thought she saw the figure in the photograph move. Just a slight shift, like it was adjusting its position. She requested immediate transfer to a desk job in Seattle. She won't go near the trails anymore. Here's what keeps me awake at night. What keeps a lot of people awake who know about this case. 43 disappearances. 43 photographs showing the figure getting progressively closer. If the pattern continues, and patterns always continue, there will be a 44th disappearance. And in that photograph, the figure will be close enough to touch, close enough to see what it really is. 3 weeks ago, the National Park Service quietly closed 7 trails across the Pacific Northwest. No explanation given to the public, but employees were told to report any phones found on hiking trails immediately. Don't look at the photos. Don't unlock the devices. Just call it in and leave the area. Yesterday, a phone was discovered on the Wonderland Trail, turned in by a couple who found it on their morning hike. They said it was strange. The phone was sitting in the middle of the path, perfectly centered, like someone placed it there deliberately. The camera app was already open. The authorities haven't released what the photograph shows, but the 2 rangers who responded to the scene both submitted their resignations that same day. One of them, before leaving, told a colleague something that's been spreading through the department like a virus. The figure isn't in the distance anymore. In the latest photograph, there's no figure at all. Just trees, an empty clearing, and in the bottom corner of the image, barely visible, the edge of someone's shoe. Someone standing right behind the camera, right behind whoever took the photograph. The trails are still open. People still hike them every day. And every Tuesday, between 3 o'clock and 4 p.m., somewhere in the Pacific Northwest, someone hikes alone. Their phone is in their pocket. Their mind is on the beauty of nature, the peace of solitude. They don't notice when their phone gets warm, when the camera app opens by itself. They don't hear the soft click of a photograph being taken. They don't see what's standing behind them. Not until it's far too late. Detective Marcus Reid's final note, found in his apartment, contained only one sentence. It's not hunting us. It's documenting us, like specimens in a collection. And the collection isn't finished yet. If you're ever hiking alone on a Tuesday afternoon and you feel that primal instinct, that certainty that something's watching, check your phone. If the camera app is open, if there's a photograph you don't remember taking, don't look at it. Don't try to enhance it. Don't try to understand it. Just run. Though by then, I suspect it's already too late. The pattern doesn't break. It only completes itself. And somewhere in the woods of the Pacific Northwest, something is waiting for the next Tuesday. The next hiker. The next photograph. Getting closer with every click.